Hello again. So this weekend was our 6th wedding anniversary. High five for monogamy. We're awesome like that. Let's see. We did a lot of cool stuff. We went to a place called Phillip Island, which is a few hours south of Melbourne.
It's like maybe 2 hours.
Yeah.
Not so much a few, more like a couple.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it was many hours by public transportation, which is what we've been using up to this point. So we decided to rent a car for the first time.
Yep.
Yep.
That was all you. I was not super excited about it because I was pretty much terrified of driving on the left side of the road and killing ourselves and many other Australians along with us. So that was...
Yeah, it wasn't so bad. It's a little weird to drive on the left side of the road, obviously. It's even weirder to have the steering wheel on the wrong side of the car. I can't tell you how many times I went to get in the vehicle and stepped up to the wrong side and then realized this is the passenger seat. And then when I would get in the car, there were lots of issues. Like I would sit in the seat and then reach for my seatbelt, but wait, that's over here now. One of the most annoying thing and the most persistent things
annoying thing
was that every time I turned, I would turn on my blinker, but that's the windshield wiper. Because of course, just to confuse me, they've reversed them as well. So now over here is your blinker. So every single time we turned, I didn't use my blinker. Instead, I just used my windshield wiper.
Apparently windshield wipers are used as turn signals here.
Yeah.
So
Hopefully they understand that to an American, windshield wipers means turning.
Which way, we don't know. Whichever way maybe they're going, I don't know at the time. But yeah, we looked super smart because it wasn't raining at all. But
so yeah, on the whole, I think it was pretty easy to get used to driving on the left outside of the city, but in Melbourne it's much more of a challenge. There's lots of things going on. There's a ton of traffic. Like we came home on a Saturday night and that was pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, we were looking for we're supposed to drop off the car with a full tank, so we went to fill it up, and apparently like in the middle of the city it's impossible to find a gas station. So we're like driving around downtown Melbourne on a Saturday night, and we're sharing the road with like a billion cars, lots of pedestrians because everyone walks here, trams, horses and buggies because like there's like carriage rides happening at night, and it's just like, oh, don't hit that horse, oh, stay on the left side of the road, oh, don't go on the train tracks. Like it's a little bit terrifying. I think it took us about an hour to find a gas station, and that was a little bit scary. I was kind of stressful and felt like I needed some kind of a massage or something afterwards because I was just like tense the whole time. But yeah, that was a little scary. So driving out to Phillip Island was a little bit easier because it was like the countryside, which was
interesting because we hadn't really seen that before. So it was nice to see, to kind of get out of the city.
Yeah.
So when we got there, we stayed at a Ramada resort, I think.
Yeah, that was something else you found online. We kind of thought it was going to be like a hotel, but it was more of a resort-ish place. It's cool.
Yeah, and that they had like individual units that weren't hotel rooms. It was more of you had your own little shack.
Yeah, we kind of drove up and I was like, are we staying in a shack? What's happening? Because like from the back, it kind of just looks like a shed. But then you get in there and it's like a whole like just kind of studio apartment kind of setup. So you get like your own like bedroom, kitchen, bathroom kind of thing. So
it wasn't like highbrow or anything, but it was pretty nice.
No, yeah, it was really nice. It was nice that it was more of a resort, so they had like restaurants on the site and everything, so we didn't have to drive out to the town, which was a bit of a ways out. And the town was weird, like everything was like open maybe for like breakfast, and then like they'd close at like 11 and then they'd open again at like 5 o'clock. Like it was very much like island time-ish. They just kind of just closed and opened at weird times. So it was nice that they had a restaurant on the resort so we could eat.
And it was like half the restaurants for breakfast and lunch, and then half the restaurants for dinner. And if you got in that gap at the wrong time, which we kept doing, nothing was open.
Like we'd always end up doing stuff, and then we'd need to have dinner at like 4 or something really early or something ridiculous, or we'd have to have lunch at like 3 or something, and at that point like nothing is open, so you're just gonna starve.
But other than that, we had a lot of fun in Phillip Island. The first night we were there, which was Friday night, we did this thing called the Penguin Parade. So essentially, every night, the penguins come home from their fishing in the ocean. So they've been out fishing all day. And they all come in at once in these little groups, and they run along the beach and go back to their little houses. We would love to show you lots of cool videos and photos, but they actually banned cameras completely, so we weren't allowed to take anything, which killed us.
Right, no videos, no photos, nothing. Apparently like the penguins are terrified of being eaten, which I would be too. They're like this big. They're tiny little penguins. And so they only like, they kind of like sit in the water and just like watch and wait until they see the sun come down. Because then they, like the birds that like to eat them and things can't see them. So then if they see like a camera flash or something like that, they'll freak out and they won't come back on land or something. So because they can't trust people to not use their flashes, they just kind of ban all photography of any kind. So we cannot show you anything, but they're really cute. And if you look up like Phillip Island Penguin Parade online, you can probably find like their video of it or something. But basically like giant groups of little tiny penguins just like kind of walking up on shore, and then they walk back to their houses, which are on land. It was really cute.
Waddled along and then stood at their houses.
Yeah.
And so it's the world's smallest species of penguin. So
it's called like the little penguin
guys, yeah.
or the little diver or something. Yeah. We like literally were just sitting on the sand on the beach just watching little penguins walk up. It was cute.
But by their houses, we got really close to them. Like just like
Yeah.
right there in front of us.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they didn't seem to mind people at all. They were pretty used to them.
Mm-hmm. I mean, obviously they see them every single night. So.
Right.
Yeah.
We think they come for the people parade.
Yeah. Because we're just all like sitting there and staring at them. But
And so the next day we went to this wildlife center, which was such a big experience. We're going to do a video dedicated to that because we saw like pet kangaroos and
pet kangaroos.
We saw
koalas.
Koalas and we saw wombats and bats and snakes and lizards and
it is a giant
emu.
thing. It was like acres and acres and acres of stuff. So we'll have to do a
amazing.
whole other video for that because it was crazy awesome.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. And then what else did we do? Oh, the last day we were there, we went to the beach, which was beautiful, actually. It was really great. We had this kind of cliffside sort of stroll along, or hike, I guess, along the beach side.
Yeah.
Pretty great. And it was super windy.
Super windy craziness. Yeah, and well, what we wanted to do when we got there, obviously, like, we wanted to get out of the city, and so we wanted to do the penguin parade, we wanted to see kangaroos, and then we also wanted to do some hiking / go to the beach, so we did kind of all of that.
All of them.
Because when we, after we finished the whole, like, kangaroo experience, we just looked at our map and was like, I want to go there. And that happened to be a place with, like, some of the best hiking and views and stuff, and it also had a beach, so we kind of got to do both.
It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, so overall we had a pretty awesome anniversary in Australia.
Fun. But yeah, we'll come back and show you guys the videos of all the crazy kangaroos pretty soon.
Yeah. See you then.
Bye.